Welcome to Silente Lab and Silente Showroom. This is a play that we dreamed with Francesca and then became real after years. It was a long process. And today we really appreciate the presentation of Alex that introduced and she made a very interesting, detailed introduction about the fashion system, world fashion system, to better understand also what local designers and small designers have to face during their path and their professional path, and the definition also of the brand and all the issues like marketing, position, and customer targeting. There are a lot of things to define. So we want to know more about Francesca as person at first, because sometimes personal stories give more tips and can make us identify with our common needs or common problems, that issues that we face, especially if we want to build a brand, to start a new activity, a new business in the place where we were born, or probably in another place that is not ours. So we want to share the experience of Francesca and how Silente was born. First of all, first question, what Silente means? Okay. So it is the question that normally everyone makes. So
really?
Why Silente?
Why Silente? Silente means silently. Is the way, is a non-verbal communication, and is that communication that we make through our clothes, first of all, but even for everything we choose as aesthetics of our person, what we want to communicate to others. And so start for me as a study, start from clothing, because I am a designer, but even for everything else around your body, your imaging. So, for example, the way in which you decide to have your hair in these last years, we speak before with Alex, the way if you decide to make the color or not, to make natural white hair, for example, or your makeup, your everything, your behavior, come si dice, il tuo atteggiamento. Okay, so you communicate silently with different things that speak about you.
Okay, so let's start with the story of Silente. When Silente was born, there is an exact moment, or just...
Okay, I always told and come si dice, raccontare? To tell that Silente was born, the name in 2007. I was my graduation tesi di laurea, come si dice, thesis, and in which I focused my attention on some keywords, and between these there was Silente, and for the what explained before. And so I decided to take this name because it was so fascinating. But in the same years, there was in the cinema Harry Potter. Ecco, but there is not in common with Harry Potter, but it's okay. It was a lucky word because it's so fascinating, this way to speak. But now I can tell you that Silente, I think, is something that was born with me, because is an extension of my soul, of my way to see the life, of the beauty, of the communication. So I study in the years, I experimented in different ways, conscious or unconsciously, and was born with me in the afternoon when I was a little child, and I was with my grandmother to play with her sewing machine and to dress my Barbie, my world,
Yeah, I saw that process because I'm her sister, actually. But we were completely, let's say, focused on different things, because I saw her always like cutting things and make experiments, and I was playing with other things anyway. But yes, we can say that she took inspiration for everything she looked around. And probably also I can say that the word Silente and also the brand has a strict connection also with the conception of the body, no?
Yes.
With the idea,
Anche, sì.
conception of the body, expression of, I don't know, body of the women, most of all.
Yeah, body as the, come si dice, il contenitore?
The content. The
Container of the soul. There is your personality, your soul, the body, and the dress. There's a stratification in questo.
Okay, so when you realize that something should happen?
When at age of 19, I decided against my family to go or to study in another city, because my dream was to create something like this. And I decided to study, and my father was not so, come si dice, d'accordo, was not so...
He didn't agree. Yes.
Because for him was... I think he looked at me always as a strange and a dramatic dreamer, and someone that lives, come diciamo in Italy we say, vivi sulle nuvole, you live on the clouds, no? Without, and so for him, above all, was something too artistic, that can't be a work, something that can give you the opportunity to live with money, something like this. So till the end, the day before to leave to university, told me, "Are you sure? Are you sure?" But I fight against this way to think. It is typical even of the south of Italy. We are a country of migrants. And we go to the north to form ourselves, and going then to teach to others. We live above all of, come si dice, not with individual enterprise, but working for ours. There is not the culture of the entrepreneurship or self-entrepreneurship. So is a difficult, and it is real. My father aveva ragione un po'.
Yes, it was true.
Was true in the same.
Also because the context, it is very difficult. Also for a woman in the south, then you have to struggle a little bit more.
Esatto. But after 10 years in the at the end of the university, the team of the teacher of the university asked me to stay in the university to work as a professor. The dream of my father. Oh, wow, no. No, Papa. No, Papa. I just call you to tell you that I returned to home to give birth to my entrepreneur. Was another crisis in the family. But that is the moment, I think, because is an important work to work for university, for fashion university, so it's okay. But come si dice, non ho mai voluto scendere a compromessi.
I didn't want to compromise.
Yes. So I decided to return at home with my few things, with the first sewing machine that I bought with my first salary, and without skills in the making, because everything was in my mind, in communication, theory, history of fashion. I had everything, but no skills of business communication in the end to make, because io non sapevo fare niente.
So at first she didn't. Sewing,
non sapevo
and
cucire.
Using also the sewing machine. Yes, the practical skills were a little bit. So okay, so in 2000.
So the moment was the call to our father. Okay, I returned to home.
I want to make a brand.
Yes.
To create a brand. Okay. So actually you created the brand.
Yes. Alla fine ce l'abbiamo fatta.
Okay. And
2011.
No?
2011 I
was
returned
created.
here, I come back home and started to my project. And quindi sono 13 anni.
Is 13.
13 is not
13
so much time to have for this moment the street we walk together, and now I alone from 2 years ago, but it's not too much time. And from the first I make always and I made together. I made a bellissimo. We made together few steps and little steps, but always to
grow up and to implement the activity, to make it better. Because I came from a different world, that is the international cooperation, and I work mainly with the development cooperation projects. So I lived in Morocco a lot of some for long periods. Then I came back, and when I met professionally Francesca, it was when she started talking about sustainability, about ethical fashion. That was a very interesting aspect, and so I started to work with her to her blog. To make pictures and a presentation of the first clothes, and we changed a lot of venues, private places. Then this is probably the second. It's the second commercial shop. The second shop. The first one was in Piazza Mazzini, near Piazza Mazzini. Because when we opened the first shop, that was a laboratory, was an idea of a hybrid space where we can product, we can sell, and was all handmade, all kilometer zero. And this project was awarded by Apulia region as innovative concept of a startup, of entrepreneurship. So we started in 2017 with the shop in Piazza Mazzini, and it was effectively a completely different reality, as also Alex introduced before, because Lecce has now like 2 cities. You have the new part, then you have the historical center where a lot of designer works actually work. And this is Via Palmieri is very important because of his history and because of the designer you can find. Like there is also some like Ijo Design and other also accessorize. All people work with sustainable materials and with the with a sustainable process. What we can say? Yes. Just something that can be interesting when you start to define your products. Like, for example, if you have to, to talk about this
coat.
This coat.
Okay.
Yes.
This is the perfect example. Thank you. Allora, when I start...
Then we will come back to the business part, let's say.
There, in that corner, there is a girl. I see you. There is a part of my vintage archive because when I studying history of fashion, I was so very passionate affectionated of some retro style. So I decided in time, it was a natural process, never decided, to buy and to study some vintage clothes. And when I start to make this work, all my clothes were so, potrei dire now, complicated or much rich. Okay, rich of details or because they represent a part of my soul, I think. I don't know, but with the evolving of the my work and with the continuity with the dialogue with the customers. When you start, you think about a target, no? Your ideal woman, in my case, to dress. But sometimes your vision is not that of the woman you have in front of you. So, with the passing time, I know that there is a dialogue. I give you something, you respond, you take something, but something else is wrong. And so when I design the new collection, I take something that you give me as feedback and translate and combine with my idea. And there is this osmosis, this process is so interesting, it enrich you. And when the open, because at first I had only the laboratory, no, the workroom, and that I sold with the in the other shops. So I didn't have the communication with the last, with the customer. So this is now. In this moment, it is the end of this dialogue. So I understand that my target and what they want from me. This is a minimal design, but is even eccentric for the color. There are very few cuts. In fact, the name of this coat is one cut coat, because there is only one piece of cloth, of fabric that turn around the body. There is no cutting. There is an exercise of geometrical and is one size, so it can be fitted by a SXS to a XXL, because this kind of sleeve is particular, the longness, even the sleeves. So there is this. So my design, my history as a designer is changed in the.
So what you're tasking now, right now? I mean, you design that cut, and then what happened? Is someone else that's sew for you, produced for you, or?
See, my other personality. What are you? You know? No. Okay.
Just for them, because I know, of course, but it's something different from the normality. It's not so common.
Yes, it's do per scontato, but it's not so. Okay.
It's not so obvious.
No, è vero, non è ovvio.
That you are the designer.
I am the designer.
That you call normally. How did you call your personality that design things. Franca
is the designer.
Then where is the producer?
Then there is non lo so, non hanno dei nomi, sono i miei sottoposti, come si dice? Le altre personalità, ma sono...
The other personalities.
Because the queen of the rain is Franca. Other personalities just make what Franca says. So, Francesca, Francis, dipende. But see, I have even the dressmaker. I designed, I make the pattern, so all the geometric, the study of the business,
How did you learn all these things?
Non lo so. I don't know, really, I don't know, because I think there is only one... and I don't want to be too much poetic, but I think there is something of genetic in me, because for me it is very strange, this process in only 13 years, because I never do a come si dice, un corso di sartoria,
training of sewing or...
But the passion and all my friends knows me as the woman that forget everything. You told me something and I forget it. But for everything is with the fashion and making, I remember everything. Even something that I see in the 20 years ago. So, with some experience of stage, sewing someone, making something, my grandmother too, some techniques. And now when I go in some shops and I see some dress with particular cutting, I go there and it's okay, but okay, and I put... And I in magazzino, no? I take all this information, and when I work, I translate everything. And this for me is a miracle, veramente, no? Veramente. Lo dico con umiltà, però, cioè che non voglio fare il genio. Traduci. I don't want to seem like a genius, but for me, it's a something that is in my...
That she cannot explain anyway. That's like something that she has inside and just express. It's a passion that she express, and yes, it's a representation of her beauty, her idea of beauty or idea of design that she puts into dresses, clothes.
Then passing the time, when passing with the time.
With the time.
Everything changed, because at first I was a sewing machine for homemade, no? It's not so good sewing machine. Now I have the professional ones that help you to make something more preciso, come si dice, no?
What kind of materials do you use? Why you define your brand ethical?
Okay, what define the artisanality of first of all, the craft, and I work only with limited edition collections. I don't make stock, so you have the pieces as the request of the customer, and there is not over production. It is impossible for an artisanal activity, no? It's normal. And I use only dead stock fabrics. So I go at the end of the season to buy and recycle all the last of the production of the big industry. And at the end, not only I use the waste of other brands, but at the end of my process, I produce with zero waste. So every cut more that is not good for my dresses, I take these fabrics and I create and recycle in something smaller. So the silk became the scrunchies or headbands, some little pockets or some details for other dresses. So there is almost quasi zero waste process.
Zero waste, yes. Ok.
C'è qualcos'altro di etico?
Of etica,
Beh, we make
process, no?
the process, but even the fact that we try together to make even we don't remain closed in our world of fantasy, but we try to make even cultural events to increase the sensibility of the public to the customer, no, to the ethical.
Yes, to work in an ethical way. Yes, many times we ask to ourselves like, okay, but we need someone helping us in the production. We need something else for marketing. We need something else for sales, etc. But at first we start with the zero budget. We didn't have a budget to start, so it was make this challenge harder. But when we decide to create a demo group, so the company and the cooperative, the women cooperative with Francesca and other collaborators, we think about a place that can sum up all the needed tasks, so like production, in one place. That's the first things, and to combine also the competencies of different people, of the staff, and to share these competencies with other designers. So our first project included in demo dress included the sharing of the space with sales part of the spaces like exposition, and we care about the startup of other brands. So we supported our small designers, small local producers to start to begin a new business or in the ethical fashion system that is also accessorized. Of course, it's not just clothes, but accessorized, shoes, etc. So the first thing that gave us the sustainability, economically speaking, was to share the space, because we weren't able to pay to rent, a place, a venue where to stay, and that was the stronger part, because it gave us a lot of inputs also, and we had a lot of collaboration and connection with the other local designers. During the workshop that we implemented in the previous months, we had some focus group with these designers. Tomorrow you will know some of them, and some of them now they are some spaces where to produce or sell their own things, because they share with us that opportunity. And also because they are, of course, talents that and understand, how to care about their business. So when we opened the shop here, the laboratory and the shop in Via Palmieri, so when we moved from Piazza Mazzini, we opened the shop. The first day was the 1st of December 2019. And after 2 months, the crisis of COVID, the pandemic, just made the rest. So we talked a lot in that period, because it was more harder than before, and we didn't know if we have to continue or to stop. So we focused on another solution, how to develop the e-commerce, because it was the only way to do. During the pandemic, we didn't know when it will be finished, how the closing can last. So we concentrated on the website, on the e-commerce site, and all this online trading. And this was another important step, because we from this crisis, we develop another shop that is, of course, you have to manage. The online shop is like the physical shop, and we were 2 persons, always 2. So that's why I was joking with the multitasking issue. That is one of the first things that one younger designer have to face at first. Maybe you can, I don't know, have a team that can collaborate, or you can employ someone else, etc. Or probably if you have a small budget, you can invest in this in different things. But anyway, our effort, our resources were just those. And during the pandemic, we made our small business, let's say, with one element that was fundamental for us, but not in terms. Yes, it's not in terms of money, but just in terms of I don't know how to say. It was a kind of psychological. Come si dice, Luigi? Non so, aiutami. Una forza, no? Dall'esterno, cioè qualcosa che ti aiuta psicologicamente ad andare avanti. Yeah, something that can push you. And was to be focused on the production of masks, the masks that with the COVID masks. And we start with some colors, with the waste of production, and to make like combination, the match of the mask with the dress. But the shop was closed, no one was around. Just we made by ourselves, and we make also the i laccetti,
the lace to have the mask lace, like glasses, no?
So you can put and they take off like this. And we sold a lot of masks in that period, and the people come here, just not you go to the door, please, I want another. Like they were addicted to masks. And it was an help in terms of, a kind of psychological thing that make you think, okay, we have to go ahead. Yes. And then we can say that this crisis is past anyway.
Oh sì, diciamo anche crisi creativa, even creative crisis, because you go only to make the masks, you know. Because sometimes events like wedding parties you can make, but with the mask. So the people started to want something different, not fashionable. See, for this reason.
Okay, so what about now? What is Silente now? And do you think that it's sustainable? Something that give you? What is your personal satisfaction, if there is one?
Allora, wow. And now I have that sensation that even if I'm not to the high level of energy or concentration or attention to Silente, Silente goes alone. And this is for me the results of all our effort. Because I have many occasions to speak about my project as ethical fashion brand, or to be included some discourse of best realities of handcraft and design in Puglia in the summer. Even if I don't make anything to present, cioè, come si può dire? There is
I mean, probably you are more focused on production, actually.
Sì,
on the
però
design and there is a lot of interest
a lot
towards
of
the
interest,
brand
yes.
that now is well known at, we can say, regional level. Okay.
In fact, for example, this is the second year that Puglia, Regione Puglia,
Puglia region.
Yes, organize a special event, the Apulian Runway Experience, in which they selected the best designers of Puglia, because they bring here, per le persone si può dire, different buyers and bloggers from different parts of the world, and they want to present our design. So they ask me to make this in a totally free, and is instead in the past was the contrary, cioè devi fare la fila, you
have to pay for an article. What is the last publication? So just to
see. A few weeks ago, I received the book, the beautiful book of Alex, and Silente was in the book, and this is a preview, but the 8th of November they present this officially. This is L'Artigianato in Cammino. This is a publication for to promote the slow tourism in opposition with the over tourism that we speak. And so they make these different authors take different because the last. Allora, in Italy there is the Via Francigena. I don't know if you know. Da dove parte la Via Francigena? Dalle Nord Europa. Ma proprio da tipo ma proprio dall'Inghilterra. There is, come si dice, una walk. The most famous is il Cammino di Santiago walk route. But la Via Francigena is the most longer in Europe. So the last part of this big street to make walking is Salento, and pass from Lecce to and arrive to Santa Maria di Leuca, the last. So they decided to make a study of the some places and some artisans,
like peculiar and very different from.
And so they
included you in the guide. It's a guide, so it's a guide, a slow tourist guide.
So in which you can find the particularity of the region. So I'm very proud of this publication. Yeah. For this reason, I have this sensation. I am here to make my things to think to the collection, but in other years in the past, we need to promote, to make a public relation, to stay in all the situation, to know the people. But now the people know Silente is beautiful, and I had here 3 years ago. A French blogger that come here. She didn't tell me anything, but she started to make some stories and some interview. Okay, yeah, I am. Yes, okay. And after 3 years, many customers from France come here. They know Silente. They remember.
As an influencer, let's say, fashion influence, from France.
Because there is something that go va oltre beyond your effort to be. No, your product is rich and good quality. For me, is only the start point, but is a good point to start. And so people talk about, and the Silente is sometimes I talk about Silente like a daughter, come una figlia. She is 70s now, is like adolescent, and she started to make the few steps alone. E così, a 17 anni, ed è bello. Probably I gave her a good education.
So this year, you got the first employee.
Yeah!
Yes.
Not only me to work in this place, but another Francesca. But her name is really Francesca, so Francesca per due. Too. And she's specialized in visual merchandising. The windows now she prepared. And sales manager, a very strong girl, very precious for me, because now I can really relax, because I can employ my time only for the design and the research, because I know that here there is another woman, another person that can sell the product. For me, è un grande obiettivo raggiunto.
Yes, a big objectives also to reach. So thank you.
And so this means that this work, caro papà, dear father, this work with time will be sustainable for me and for another person, and for Silente too, because every year in your farm need to have some money for the investment for the next year, for bigger steps, no? Because così per crescere, grow.
Okay, thanks for the sharing. Now, I would like to hear something about you, because I hope that this story was interesting for you, and I don't know if you, really can give us some feedback. You have some questions, something to ask. What is the biggest mistake you make?
Allora, in my private life, mainly. No, non è vero. This is a difficult. Allora,
Professionally.
Lo so, ok. Allora, non riesco come essere umano. Potrei emozionarmi adesso, però vabbè. I can't. Above all, looking at the past, questo potrebbe sembrare, come si dice, banale. Like a life coach can tell you, no? But really, I feel that nothing can be a mistake, because ma veramente lo penso, non riesco, I can't to think to my past, to something I have done as a mistake, because everything I live the moment as a tragedy. She knows. Oh, tragedy, drama queen, everything's wrong. No, but after a few days, everything, because I believe that the universe works for you. È così.
But one moment that was very a tragedy for you. Just an example, just to.
Io sai che veramente faccio fatica.
Vuoi che ne li dico io?
Sì, please.
I can talk for you.
È vero che io non ci penso, non riesco. Sorry. The most difficult domanda più difficile per me. Vero.
Yeah, probably the not mistake. Yes, tragic moment was the COVID crisis was very.
Ma non è stato un nostro errore. It's a cosmic.
Oh, yeah.
Difficult moment. Yeah. Oh, many, ovviamente. Oh no.
Was the first opening. The first opening.
Beh, quello fu un bel giorno.
No, the first day, yes, was a nice day, but When we opened the first shop, we were a cooperative of 6 persons working on the project, and
that was a mistake.
Just like after 1 month from the opening, we were back to 2 persons. Probably, yes, the mistake was the people that were involved in the project.
Yes,
probably
only for this.
They didn't have the same motivation as us. So probably that, yes. So when you choose your team, please do it.
Yes. It's okay if they are friends, but the skills and their dreams is important, because to marry the project. E poi c'è un'altra parte però che ricordo, non come un errore. Okay, it's not a mistake. In the design, when we open, this is now posso aprire una parentesi un po' più larga. I open a dialogue with
you. Can say whatever you want.
Vero. When we open, a mistake was to open our first shop in the part of the city, in the not touristic. I love historical center, but there was very difficult to find a shop inside the historical center. And so we decided to open outside in the new part of the city.
Yes, it was a technical issue because we were selected with our project, and we was awarded by the region because a startup project. But as a project manager, I can say there are some deadlines to respect. Yes. So we had to open within the March. So we just find the first place that we like it, of course, that were in the budget, that was good for our budget. And of course, we didn't find anything in the historical center because it was very tourist. It was very hard to find some empty place here. And so we choose the new part of the city. But that was a step, no? It was a step, yes. But then when we started our business there, then we fight with
we had many difficulties.
In front of us, we have big chains and big brands, or like Desigual or Zara or something like that. And people coming in our shop just ask on our laboratory, because we made also the customizing and on-demand clothes. And they just try some way to negotiate the price. They didn't understand the value of what actually we were doing. And when especially local people come to our, they called like tailoring, from a sartoria. They say, okay, so it should be cheaper. Your clothes should be cheaper because you do it, so you don't have money to spend for production. So it was very, I don't know, how do you say? It was harder to continue to work, and yes, we thought, probably our idea is not good.
Sì. E c'era un'altra cosa, the curiosity was that in that place, the years before, for many years,
like 30 years, for 30 years,
there was a shop of ceremony dresses. But so baroque, come si dice, terrible dresses. And many people... Questo c'è nonostante. Even if we change everything, the design of the shop, also refresh, different, they come inside and continue every day. I want something for a wedding. No, because this is not for or not for conventional wedding, because here I dress many person for, and at a certain point where
you make also for bride.
Sì, ma quella è un'altra the elegant dress for evening for, and at a certain point Paola told me, try to make something. Ecco, state già ridendo. You are laughing, you understand. Okay.
Because I was a business.
I decided to buy some fabrics so flowing with flowers, and not my style. I tried to make something cleaning in my style. So the result was that the item was not for the ceremony, not Silente, was something polyester, c'era un po' di poliester. Even if I love natural fabrics, that was a mistake. And then with the years I tried to sell something and to come si dice, nascondere, to hide in my dressing sometimes. But with the passing of the year, the customer that knows Silente, they find them. Oh, but this is yours? Sì. Errori di gioventù, come si dice, my young errors. Così. That is a mistake. Ecco, I have the answer.
Okay, other question or other... Yeah.
Che non mi mettono in crisi.
How did you develop the relation and how it develops the relation between Silente and Demo Dress?
Wow.
Among the two projects.
Tutte domande difficili. Da qualche parte I read that Demo Dress is a spin-off of Silente, but I think that even Silente is a spin-off of them, because they born by our mind, no? Both. Demo Dress is, we are the two mothers. Silente is most my dream of, but they are on the same...
She was more focused with the brand on the design and can I say, creative process. I was more interested on raising awareness about sustainable fashion and about also training about ethical fashion. That this project is a result of this interaction. So it was probably the matching point and the winning point, because then when 2 years ago I was pregnant, and I just say, my dear sister, I can't stay here again anymore. But it was a goodbye, temporary goodbye, because I was more dedicated myself to Demo Dress, but as a process, like to raise awareness. That's why I become more focused on project management. So I continue to work in my own field. And what Francesca said before is true, that when something then can go alone without you, it means that is working. No? That you don't have, also with Sunny, that we share this concept for other things, but it's like this, when you have an enterprise and you have to manage everything pass from you, and you have to put a lot of effort on this. Yes, Silente is a brand. Francesca was more focused on the creative process. I was more focused on the process itself. For me, she was a case study. I mean, like a case to study. But it was also an opportunity to grow up for me, personally and professionally, because I learned a lot of things. I didn't know how could be sell a dress to someone, but we learned it. We did it. When I was child, I remember that I regret to go around with my mother. I really hated to come here in Lecce to make shopping. It was something that I cried every time.
Instead, it was adorable for me.
Oh, yes. And finally, I started working to sell clothes. Yes, my karma did this.
But when we created Demo Dress together, and Silente was one of the brands that shared the place we created. And Paola gives us the direction, and she coordinated everything. So with the passing of the time, many brands take their own way, or no, their own way, and but Silente remain.
Then this place finally is a unique brand. Before we have a different brand. I don't know how to say in English. We say monomarca in Italian. Single brand shop. Even if you have already still some collaboration, with other, I don't know, with the designers. For some accessories or something like that. Yes. What else? Caterina, maybe you have. Oh, yes. So what is your relation with the locals and the local customers and with locals in general?
Allora, this is a very interesting question, and this remember me to connect to as I think that Alex writes in her books, because with the we started in the new part of Lecce, and after 1 year, we come si dice traslochiamo? We move in the historical center. Everything is changed. In fact, it was a good idea to come here, because for me there is a breath. Because I can express myself, my academic studies, my mind was. This is my world, and I think is more open to foreign languages or fashion or different cultures. And I have some locals that follow me from the beginning, and but they are very few. And but they are few in the world, because are few, come si chiama nicchia di mercato? The niche is very small, but it is spread in the world. So I'm very lucky to be in a city that give all of people the opportunity to come here, because it's a city of interest, and they can discover Silente. Because as before Simona told, it's difficult for a little artisanal enterprise to make a lot of money in ads, advertising. So here the advertising makes the street. So I have the e-commerce, I have social media, but the most of traffic, the 95%, I can tell, is by the street. For example, the example of the blogger, the influencer, that make me ha portato qui, bring different people, but even to buy on the e-commerce. And in these days, when I received this book, for the I meet the authors of this book. Is a regional project, and this is made for the tourists, quindi the slow tourism, embrace the artisanal, but I'd like to make a question to them, to open a study, because even the locals, in my opinion, had to rediscover their territory, their identity. I lose some customers because I change the part of the same city. I don't migrated in Paris. And from Piazza Mazzini to Via Palmieri is 1 kilometer, but many of them, oh no, I don't come in the historical center. Why? Because probably they think that in the historical center there are the artisans with the, I don't know, all this. And I need, it's important now to work even with locals. I miss them.
So did you consider the educational work and training in schools? Yeah, to talk to students, yes, and all the training, the educational field.
This is an interesting starting point for me, but we can replace this experiment even for the local customer. In my opinion,
actually, we did some sessions at the university in Lecce, in the economical faculty. Yes, because we talk about sustainable business, and then also in Rimini, where Francesca worked before, and then we came back with the brand. In Bologna, yes, but just some. Yes, it's not very something that we would like to implement. That's why also demo dresses is going. No, but it's a parallel path. You know, it's important because people need to be educated. That yes.
Not only the tourists, but even the locals, no? Because recreate the bridge.
Yeah, probably she was thinking to create a system, no? Like something that can be more structured. Sure.
With the time, yeah.
Why not? Yes, we can do it. How is your relationship with the other designers living in Lecce? Or so there is a competition, or
no? There is a great collaboration we make. Come si fa rete?
Yes, a network.
Yes, a network. We create a network, but I think that the life is the different. There is a difference, no? The life in the historical center that I live here from 4 years.
But yes, let's say that also the demo dress project was in some way in Lecce something new, because they used, especially the small designers or small artisans, they used to work alone by themselves, and that was a kind of collective. So we really had a physical place, a physical space where we can share ideas and create also some connected collections. Like we made like a meeting every year, and we say, okay, I'm working with these colors or with these materials, and so also the designers start to create some collection that can be easily matched, and that was, I think, an added value of the physical space that we created. So how much is known the STARS project in Lecce? Yes. Okay, we worked well with the participant, with people that some way practically participated in the workshops. We involved something like around 40 people. Yes, probably we didn't put too much effort to spread how can I say, at, I don't know, national level, something like this. But the period in Lecce specifically, then probably in Latvia we can ask too. But in Lecce, it was a very hard moment because of political election. And also the mayor is changed. And yes, from January when the project starts, and then during the workshop in May, June, everyone was focused on that. And we also communicated with the press offices from Lecce, from the province, etc. But we were very focused on political election. So we worked with association and with another kind of target. So we start and we continue our collaboration with some groups and some associations. So more, it was more focused on that, you understand, as target, because probably of the wrong period, you know. So it's just something, yes, that probably could be implemented better. I don't know. But in terms of participation, the activities were very appreciated and engaging for participants. Okay, how to share the products of stars. As we mentioned before, also in Latvia they had a kind of a national level because they involved a lot of national institutes. We were more focused on the province area. And we have, as Simona said, also some online accounts like Instagram and LinkedIn. And actually, also in terms of people reached, also some videos or pictures and all publication that we did on the official page or we share in official page started to have an interest. Of course, okay, I know what you mean. I know what you mean, but of course, we work more locally, you know, and for an international level, probably we need your help, or someone that really can, you know, just a provocation. But no. Yes, I thanks for this suggestion, also for this. Of course, we can think about this and to improve, or I don't know, to also to have a follow up, for example. Yes, so for sure, because normally also, for example, as we said before, we already know each other with Sanita, with Luigi. This is actually a follow up of other activities, of other designing activities, because we start from creative for creative industry in general, and then we focus more on ethical fashion. We made, for example, a very, very nice exercise during our workshop. It was more practical, but not about sewing, and was about the design process. And we built with Francesca a mood board, a fashion mood board, like kind of inspiration for an hypothetical collection. But it was a mind exercise because we thought about like our own identity, our own life process, our objectives. I don't know, and I don't know if we have still. If we have, we can yes, we can show, because they're very interesting. And
just to explain, what there is the works of 4 people different, and they never do this exercise, and everyone started from their own wardrobe, but even a hypothetical prefer wardrobe, and they construct the mood board.
Yeah, like the mood board of a minimal collection.
The minimal collection that if there is a imminent war, you can put in our only one baggage and go away with your favorite dresses. This was the exercise.
Yes, so just we have, for example, we collect some...
The capsule wardrobe.
And cut some magazines to create our own mood board. And it was a very creative exercise because it helps really to understand, also to develop, an idea, a project idea. So I don't know if there are other questions. Just maybe you, no? Before I saw you. No, just if you want. Okay.
We say many words.
This is a very unconventional place because let's here. I don't know if you notice the the writing. Buy less, choose better. So you arrive in a shop or in a laboratory, and you find this writing because we really believe in it, in that.
Yes,
in that. So in that concept, and in the idea that people should be educated to buy less and choose better because to take care, also to give value to the things that we have or we buy. Because if we care about the things without being too much, of course, addicted to objectives, but it's not a problem of addiction. It's just give value to the money that we spend, because if we have everything that we can buy and then we can waste and then we can buy another, and then of course we don't have actually when our grandmothers or our parents grow up, before they don't have all the clothes that we have now in our wardrobes, because they have less money, they have to choose better. Than maybe they have just one or two clothes to go out or to go to ceremony or something like this. And before fast fashion arriving, people just make some reparation, or they learned how to sew the things by themselves, and so they give more importance, and the dresses really had a story to tell. And also with Francesca, when she started to create her own collection, and especially the unique pieces or some specific. We really can remember all the people that bought that clothes. I remember what Anya bought here 5 years ago, because she bought the dress, no?
Definitely.
I mean,
thank you.
I mean, it's something that you can remember, because it's not just a dress. What you wear is not a dress. That dress has a story, and you will remember forever. It will stay with you forever if you take care of that.
And you can put away everything but not the dress, I'm sure of.
So I think this is the main important concept that express the idea of slow fashion that we have. That is, of course, as you can understand, is in contrast with the fast fashion, because you can just take and waste with few money. I don't know, with 10 euro you buy 5 t-shirts, and then you don't care, of course, of something that you can easily find somewhere else.
Posso aggiungere just 2 points of my design and my values in life, and the why I created this kind of place in which I work here, I sell, and I make my life so difficult. It's not because it's not so easy. Because there are 2 values for me: the affezione si può dire, and timeless, and they are connected. The first, affection in a world in which everything is homologate, there is overproduction, in which you can buy something and you don't know who made this, when, where, in what condition. You don't know anything. The object is without soul. And you can buy it, okay. But if you come here and know me, my story, there is another kind of experience, and it is so empathic, energetic, and if you buy something in this condition, you every time you wear the dress, you remember the artisans, the place in which you buy it, and this create affection.
Yes, this is create a connection,
and a value of the object, because that object is not only a dress. There is a values, a world of values that come with you when you wear it, and the affection is even with your soul. What I mean, when you buy something that is not you buy because it's fashionable, is in trend, no, but you buy it because it represents your soul. You wear the dress, you look at the mirror. I learned to sell because I don't know to sell, because it's not my work. But I know that I learned to recognize the way in which a woman looks to herself in the mirror when she wears my dresses. If she recognized herself, I sold that the dress. But sometimes they take it, but it's not okay. But no, it's not mine. It's okay, leave it. But when they recognize, I have some customer, some women that in their wardrobe had the same dress that I make in the ears in different colors.
They collected the same shape?
The same shape in different colors, because I feel myself, this is my home, and this is even the timeless, no? The concept of timeless. If something represents really your soul, yourself, your style, and non. And even this is a value. When you have both these things, the affection and something that represents yourself, you win. I win as a designer, no? To have create something.
Okay, so now, before you said that now you arrived to make like one collection per year.
Ah, yes. Big è vero. This is the first.
Not of the.
This is when we open this meeting.
One collection per year.
One collection is the opposite to
for example, yes, big brands or big chains have something like 50.
Chain is arrived to make to collection in a week. So every week to collection, okay? So I go for only one because I decided to work. This is even the result of my experience here with the tourism. And this changed my organization, but it's okay, and this gives me the opportunity to make this experiment. So I want to go out with only one collection in which you can find your style and you can layer in every season. So you decided to take a dress in pure linen, but I can give you in the same palette or in contrast with color block or not. The cardigan in wool, so for the autumn and the coat, and everything is mixed in with the project to be put only in one in your bag, in which you can go everywhere, in every occasion, in every part of the day, no? And a style appunto timeless and without occasion. You can stay home to go to make shopping or to marry. Well, so too much,
or
but
to drink
just
something with your friends,
yes,
to go out.
to make everything. Oh, our houses became always more smaller. And it's a smart way to think your wardrobe. You have few pieces and few colors. So only one washing machine with one color, they don't mix together. Only 2 pair of shoes, 1 bag. Wow. Bellissimo. Super minimal.
Other question, or so what's the advice to give to a startupper who want to develop a business idea in the cultural or creative field?
Advice è un consiglio o un take care about, attenzione. Un po' tutti e due. Warning. Come si dice non mollare mai? Never.
Don't give up.
Never give up. I think I am the result of this because it's not so easy. It's not so easy. But I think that if you believe really, if that is your way and your dream, you need to believe and to find your own dimension, since without stay too much to the rules of the economy and the mainstream. See, because everything now is in the mainstream, and if you try to follow it, you don't give nothing new to the society. So, in my opinion, is better to follow really and to because every one of us is a unique person. So, if you give your point of view, is something unique that you can give to other people, and this can embraced by others, no? Può essere accolto. And this is the first. And you must be patient, devi essere paziente.
Patient, sì. One thing that I learned from her and from the fashion point of view of Francesca is that you have to feel comfortable with your own self first, and something like that seems very aesthetics, like fashion or like fashion design, etc. It's not just aesthetics; it's something that comes from you. And so I think that the same thing is with the other project idea that should express your point of view and your lifestyle, or probably the lifestyle that you want to share. Probably at first you will share with few people, and then the community become bigger and bigger.
And I think if you are generous to give, something happen always. And if you are honest with yourself, with what you do, with your idea, but without closing in yourself. Always jealous. Always be open to the signals that comes from other people, and follow your way, but flowing with softness and slow, and see.
Probably also the money are not the answer. If you do something for money, yes, you will take care about that. Probably you will live in a comfortable way, but yes, maybe the bigger satisfaction become from other things because we didn't start because of money. We start this project, or she start this idea of brand to express herself, no? As I knew all the process. Of course, then you have to live with dignity, possibility.
But prepare you to live poor for the first years. No, non è detto.
Yes,
but sometimes,
of course, to have a plan, to prepare a good business plan, and to start, how do I have to find my resources, what kind of resources I need. Today we spoke informally of resources management, but we talked about that. And when you develop your own project, of course, you need to customize that project before to yourself, and then to understand well the person, but really the in marketing or in the communication, say personas. Yes, technically that, but this product, this service, this who's directed, so who is the final person, what kind of needs has this person, and what kind of also, I don't know.
But sometimes only the experience give you the answer.
The right answer. Yes, because you
can imagine.
You need to make some tests or to make the perfect business plan, but then arrive the COVID and you say, okay.
And then the world changed. You start with something and then happens something that you need to rethink everything. For example, during the COVID, everything seemed to change all to web e-commerce, even the food only to order, everyone in instead. Then after, I feel that people needs to see you,
to have a physical contact with things, with materials, with the people,
with
general.
People, with
thank you for being here, and I don't know, really, because for many years we were just in small places, no one cared about this, and so it's a success when you can share and people appreciate, and also customer or other people then can really live this place. So this give energy to project like this. And of course is just Francesca pets, let's say, and as I said, you have to customize to your project, because I know that all participants here have also some idea to develop. So of course she can give you some, or I can give you some advice, or say I did like this, but there is a testing period, there is some yes some sacrifice and some things to try, some tries also, but if you have one idea, then you can adjust during your during the process. Something done.